Tonight, the fragile ceasefire with Iran tested again, with both sides launching new attacks. And more than 50 million Americans on alert for severe storms. First, the rising tensions in the Strait of Hormuz, the U.S. firing on Iranian radar facilities, Iran launching drones and missile strikes at U.S. allies, the state of negotiations nearly 100 days into the conflict, and why Israel's battle with Hezbollah could play a key role in the peace talks. Severe storms firing up tonight from Indiana to New Hampshire, with potentially damaging winds and hail, more than 50 million people under threat, and what comes after the storms. Plus, the flash flood alert in the southern plains. Our weather team timing it all out. The shocking security breach in Houston as the summer travel rush heats up. Police say a man was arrested for getting through multiple layers of security, allegedly using a fake boarding pass, and that a passenger found him hiding in a plane's restroom before takeoff. Tonight, the charges he faces. The latest battle over plans for a new AI data center. This one just steps from a popular zoo. 160,000 people sign a petition opposing it, citing concern for the animals and the strain on water and power. A look at the growing backlash to these data centers. Pope Leo's historic music visit to Spain, the first by a pope in more than a decade. His message of unity in a world increasingly divided. Entire neighborhoods rattled by buzzing helicopters and loud explosions late at night. The military drills that had some calling 911. Plus, a wild chase caught on video. Police say speeds topping 100 miles per hour before the SUV flips over. Several young children rescued from the wreckage. The NBA star in the moment touching hearts around the world, paying tribute to his late mother as he battles for basketball's ultimate prize. More than 50 million Americans on alert for severe storms and a stunning security breach at a Houston airport. But we begin with the war in Iran. The U.S. and Tehran trading strikes in the Strait of Hormuz, straining the fragile ceasefire. The U.S. releasing this new video showing strikes on Iranian radar sites. Iran swiftly retaliating, firing a barrage of attacks against U.S. allies, Kuwait and Bahrain. Iran is now accusing the U.S. of violating that ceasefire. This as many Americans are feeling the pain here at home, from soaring gas prices to the cost of groceries as the conflict approaches 100 days. Tonight, fresh U.S. missile strikes along Iran's coast. The U.S. military releasing new video saying it destroyed Iranian radar sites after Iran fired 4 one-way attack drones, which posed a threat to ships near to the Strait of Hormuz. Iran retaliating, firing a volley of missiles at U.S. allies, Kuwait and Bahrain. The strikes adding to the uncertainty amid a supposed ceasefire. And as the war nears the 100-day mark, the Strait, a critical trading route, remains closed. And the average price of a gallon of gas in the U.S. still above $4. In a new interview, President Trump pressed as to why Iran still hasn't agreed to a deal.
Why haven't they said yes to the terms you're proposing?
Strong, they're proud. There are things they never thought they'd be doing that they're going to have to do. They've got no choice. And it takes a little while.
In recent days, the president and his allies continued to assert that the war would be coming to a rapid end, including at this round table with farmers in Wisconsin.
We're at a point we're going to come out of Iran very quickly, and it's going to be very strong, one way or the other.
And in an interview Tuesday this week, President Trump said the blockade on the straits could even last until Labor Day.
So you think the blockade will still be in place by Labor Day?
I don't know. I mean, I think it could be, but I think it's unlikely. I think that we'll have it. I think this will resolve itself fairly quickly.
The U.S.-Iran talks also hinging on the conflict in Lebanon between Israel and the Iranian-backed militant group Hezbollah. Today, the Lebanese army saying 3 of its soldiers were killed in an Israeli strike. Just days after the U.S. brokered an agreement for Lebanon's army to gradually replace Israeli troops and Hezbollah in the country's south. The IDF saying today's strike is under review. There are also disturbing new reports tonight of a series of violent incidents in the West Bank and Gaza. Yeah, a woman and a child among 7 people killed in an Israeli strike on an encampment in Gaza, according to local health officials. The IDF saying they killed a senior Hamas commander. And in the West Bank, the IDF responding to the shocking video posted on X, showing an Israeli soldier repeatedly beating a man on the ground during a fresh wave of settler violence against Palestinians today. The IDF says it's investigating that in a separate incident when shots fired by Israeli soldiers towards an approaching vehicle killed a 7-month-old baby.